There is pull this. That's another city-state. That's a lot of swordsmen in that city-state. 490 gold. Okay, Amani might just need to hold fire for a couple of turns until I can afford this one. Tell you what, having all of these swordsmen, now that is something that's very, very handy. Oh, yes. Could I go to war? Redania? I mean, it's possible. Are they in a golden age? No, a normal age. I'm tempted to believe I could. Alright, well, we'll explore that in a little bit. Just been subtly building up all of these walls whilst these troops are appearing around me. I mean, I'm expecting the war declaration anytime soon. And yeah, there's some very nasty looking units just on my borders here. This city's going to flip in maybe sort of 7 or 8 turns, so there's a chance. There's a chance we might get away with this a little bit. Let's go for the horseback riding. If I can build a horseman, then my city will have a lot more strength. I realize I chopped down the wood. I thought there was a hill under there. There was not a hill under that. Oh, I'm not used to seeing all of these different yields. That was a foolish move. Oh, that's a permanent handicap to my capital, that. Oh, never mind. Where did the iron spawn, though? Why am I getting 2 iron? Oh, city-states. I was going to say, I don't see any iron. Maybe there's some to my north. Doesn't look like there is. Pledge broken to move troops from their borders. Like, hang on. Who's that with? Temeria. Oh, yeah, that's fair. They're all levied units, though. Doesn't count. Doesn't count if they're levied. Novigrad. Where was Novigrad? Oh, my lord, it's ages away. What are you doing up there? 2 gold from shrines, 4 gold from temples. Oh, my lord. Yes. That is a new favorite. Oh, I want that. Want it now. Well, to start with, Magnus, you've now got provision, which is wonderful. And I can print settlers from next turn. Not now. Don't look now. It's too early. Too early to say that. Well, we've got warlords thrown now, in theory. And if I were to be the one attacking, I would get 2 movement, which, as we all know, is incredibly important with war. For anyone that doesn't like you, yes, my neighbor. No possibility of a joint war, though. That's unfortunate. They may be peace-locked, to be fair. They may be peace-locked. I feel like I'm just a little exposed. I'm not quite ready for this war, but I've got huge city-state support, and if I can get allies in on it, then that would work as well. I'm just going to wait and see if I can get a joint war with this person. If I can, I'll feel a little bit better about it, but I'm going to get +3 combat strength on them, and I've got some archers and some defensive locations. Maybe I should get the walls up first, or hold it. See, if there's a really advantageous moment, then I'll strike, but at the moment, I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't attack. They've just upped their defense strength by about 20. Either they've got man-at-arms or a swordsman or a horseman or something, and they're very powerful now. But I'm getting more city-states. So, as I say, the longer we wait, the more effective this snowball will be, I believe. Let's levy this military again and move Amani on. I'll tell you what we could do. We can trick Red here. I can get them to joint war with me against the neighbor to the left, which I'm going to do. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, this is a little bit sneakier, but I think this is good. Oh, bad move. They didn't like that. I bet you'd like it though if you joined in. No, they don't want to join in. That's fair. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use city-state troops to attack here. I'm hoping, because I declared war, I get 2 movements. We'll see if that pays off. I don't know if it will. Yes, it did. It just updated itself. I've got some really powerful swordsmen on the way here, and I'm just about to see if we can pick up the city-state that gives me 7 combat strength to all levied units. We can pull that off. That'll be really nice. Now, Red, hopefully, will pull all their units back. They'll realize the error of their ways, and they will disappear. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, they are. They're pulling back. Good, that means I'm going to get an opportunity to steal this city. Oh, that's right. Even the settlers get the movement boost. Oh, I love this. This is wonderful. Okay, the swordsmen are going to lead the charge first. We're going to see if we can take this city before it puts the walls up, which I should do, because don't forget, we have Crusade. And Crusade is very helpful in situations like this. There are walled cities to my south. I'm a little more concerned about those, but we'll see what we can do. Huzzah! Now, I think the loyalty will flip to me. Yes, it certainly will. But there's a chance that, yeah, this man-at-arms might just wade in and take it over. Don't want that to happen. Scripture, 13 extra faith per turn. That's what we want to see. So we'll pop that in. And the good thing, actually, about this city flipping is that I've got another trader route, and I can start building up a really good chain down here and get some really good gold routes. Temple time, though. Excellent. 5 extra faith. That's wonderful. And as much as I like having an envoy, because I was gonna, which is more important? Do I go for the +7 combat strength, or do I go for all the gold from temples? No one's found that city-state yet, so we'll go for the gold from temples. Okay, you have to watch it. Some of these names are ever so slightly different, but that is that city-state. Okay, Barbs have got a man-at-arms, or the 3 city does anyway. Keep an eye on that. I don't want to wade headlong into combat with that. Okay, they've just spawned in a crossbow, and their city attacks are doing a lot of damage, so that is not good. However, these are just city-state troops. To say I couldn't care about them less would be an understatement, so let's just keep that in mind. Oh, dwarven warriors. I can get man-at-arms there, but that's interesting. 1, 2, 3. We'll move to there, and I think the swordsman can just get the attack and kill the city. There you go. It's mine. Crusade, and it's loyal. Look at that. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, right. We'll just keep chaining all of these trade routes now. Annoyingly, it's not going through that city because it's a 3 city, but that's okay. Or I could send it through this city, actually, and that acts as a pass. Oh, I mean, it's forced to go in that direction, isn't it? Yes, I think that long term is going to be a much better option for me. They even built a holy site for me. Oh, bless them. It's really nice. Oh, that's a lot of barbs in this area. It's so strange seeing barbs as green. My head hasn't quite processed that yet. We'll see what we can do. Era score. Yeah, that's right. We're starting to convert people, even though we're at war. Oh, I don't want that city-state to be killed. That's too far. That's a step too far. We don't like that. Let's keep all the city-states alive, I think. I tell you what, that is good. We've got an option now to move warriors in, surround the city, make sure it's sieged. We've got Crusade in this area as well. Okay, we'll see if we can take this over by force. City number 6, and again, some really good tiles. Oh, another city state. Are they just appearing randomly now? We may have a situation where I think they may be spawning in from barbarian encampments. Is that what's happening in the game? Are we doing that? No, it's disabled. I don't know. Maybe they just are a bunch of northern ones. That's interesting. Azure Roses. Oh, another immunity city state. That's good. Good to know. I'm going to treat myself to a battering ram. I think this is going to be very, very important. But I've got enough levied swordsmen. I'm not too worried about this, actually, to be fair. I have just taken over Nastrog. Oh, 860 gold. But this is the city-state I want, because now my levied units have +7 combat. Oh, that's good. As long as it's a levied unit, it's going to be crazy powerful now. And don't forget, Crusade makes everything just a little bit better as well. I just sell resources until people give me enough gold to levy. I think it's only going to be like 2 or 3 turns. So I don't have to wait long, but it just feels like I have to wait a long time. Golden Age. And none of my neighbors are in one either. That's a lovely thing to see, isn't it? I think Monumentality, just going to keep going for it. As fun as it is to spread my religion with Crusade using the ability, it's too good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's all fine. And now we've got Crusade bonuses in to attack this city, but it's not going to be quite enough, is it? That's the problem. What I don't want to do is leave red to just be able to walk into this city. I want to take it myself. Battering ram has 4 movement. That in itself is wonderful. Bam. Oh, yeah, the walls are breaking fast. The walls are coming down, everyone. Here you go. Levy. Perfect. Move on. Oh, voting time. Oh, man, I wish I'd kept some of this. But maybe the world will give me, maybe, a trade route? Come on, world. You know you want to. I'm wonderful. No. Okay. Apparently, I'm not wonderful. That's probably fair. All right, here we go. We can stop this from flipping manually, so we can just do it. Like, I just didn't want it to fall into Red's hands. I really didn't. Liberate it? Nah. No. It's been kept. 1, 2, and then we'll pillage. Oh, look, it's sailing. Lovely. 3 and 4. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, they've very cleverly moved their crossbow out of the city, knowing exactly what's about to happen. Alas, I don't think that's going to save them, because I've now got an opportunity to attack it outside. I mean, it would have been great if it stayed in the city, because then I could have just killed it. Military... No. Don't like military emergencies. They're bad. Bad news. There you go, you see? Oh, that almost went through. Oh, my neighbors voted against it, though. Nice. These are the sort of results we like. I respect this sort of result. Okay, perfect. That's good. Just do some pillaging there. I'll get this attack in and then go, well, bam, take the city. Irrigation boosted, and irrigation boosting gives me a couple of city-state envoys, which is lovely. More envoys. We're doing all the quests we can. There are so many quests, though. So many quests. And bronze working. Yay! We boosted that. Again, another bunch of city-states wanted quests for those. I mean, yeah, we've been really holding on to some very old tech in order to get the city-states things. Oh, and look, we settled on top of some iron. That's nice. Excellent. 6 movement horsemen. It's quite fun, isn't it? No crusade in this particular city, which is a bit unfortunate. But what we can do is I can start getting a couple of builders in my recently occupied cities and chopping out some of the improvements here. If I can get a shrine, if I can get all these luxuries. This is really, really good land. I probably won't actually keep the capital. I might give that back in a peace deal. How much gold per turn are they getting at the moment? Oh, 0. So there's nigh on no benefit to it, but I'm just thinking my diplo favor is going to tank and my relationship with the world is going to tank as well. Not that it already hasn't. People don't like the sort of war that I'm pulling off at the moment, but I feel like I'm not quite ready. I'm getting mathematics for the diplo quarter, but I haven't got myself either man-at-arms, military engineers, or my unique cavalry yet. So yeah, I feel like this is just a little bit opportunistic, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm getting the most out of this one. Well, I got stirrups from the barb camp though. That's very useful. Oh well, keep pushing for now. These are city-state units. I really don't care about them. Just doing all of the pillaging we can. Le pillage is very high here. 1, 2, 3, like that. Walls are down. Walls are down. I just offered a peace deal, but it was rubbish. It was absolutely rubbish. It was like 2 gold. I'm not even joking. Not even 2 gold per turn. 2 gold. No. Think again. This is not going to be a peace deal that gets you out of this war. I am very much enjoying this. Now, now about that. Skellig is on the other side of the world to me. But look at all these levied troops that I've got. Quite fun, really, isn't it? Oh, city-states may also be taking their troops back now. Need to keep an eye on stuff like this. Especially because, yeah, I've only got 3 envoys there. No. I'll take you as well. Oh, look at all these man-at-arms. They're all so tough. But look, no walls at all. All my units, unfortunately, have just lost all their movement because I haven't declared war in a long time. You know what? We better declare a war in a long time, eh? A surprise war. Yeah, but we're going to play one of those games where we just totally go to war with everyone and no one likes us, and that's fine. Now, this is the naval specialist civ, so the chances of me doing well out of this battle are pretty slim, but look at the damage that my man-at-arms can do even at sea. They're very tough. 52 base strength and 4 movement. Marcus Crassus, it feels weird, I won't lie, to see regular merchants in this game. That doesn't really feel right. But here they are nonetheless. Capital taken though. Recorded history. Boosted. Oh my lord, like 4 boosts in one there. Wow, we just got mass production, military engineering, buttress, divine right, mercantilism, recorded history, military training, all on that turn. All on that single turn. I mean, honestly, what's going on? Okay, their boat is attacking my man-at-arms. Entire world is against me apart from somebody who accidentally declared friendship with me and now is regretting it, but we won't worry about that. Go on, be my friend again. Yay! That's really one of those friendships that like is an unhealthy friendship, but we're still friends anyway. Okay, got a bit more movement now. We can go to there, to there, to there. Oh, that's pretty useful, isn't it? 1 attack. Can my embarked attack save that unit? It most certainly can. Feudalism. Now, there's no way I'm going to hold on to this city, right? Well, I might do if I'm quick enough, you know? Especially because I've got reinforcements on the way. Let's see what this city-state reveals for me. Bam? Question? Yes. Excellent. That's a really nice one. Little bit of extra happiness for me there. And this one as well. So I love the fact my shrines are now giving me so much. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, for whatever reason, Skellig has managed to push about 25 combat strength on all their cities, like instantaneously. Oh, don't you love it when the AI does that? Taunted me in. It very much is, it's done me there. Never mind. These are literally pointless city-state units. I could not care for them any less. Seems a bit harsh, but it's true. I always like it when you can double settle in the same turn. 1, 2, yay! Perfect. Help yourself to some builders and let's get going. Alright, well, we're not going to keep the cities, so what I'll do is I'll start raising them, but might as well heal my units just for a little bit. I'll continue pillaging. That's a very useful thing for me. I've got ironworking now, Cessna navigation, shipbuilding. I don't really need all that stuff. That's the weird thing. I would like military engineers, though. Oh, yes. Just lost a city, but that's not a city I was going to realistically hold on to. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put the raid card on now. Yes, give me your tasty pillages. 3 turns of science on 1 raid, you say? I think I might stay on these islands for a little longer. The odd city-state is breaking away, and it is very annoying, especially this one. This one's giving me a load of gold. How much to levy? We've got 840. You know what? I need to get my 2nd level government as fast as I can. I need to be able to levy at half price. If I can't do that, I feel like I'm going to very quickly run out of gold continually. I feel myself being fleeced actively. Ooh, rifling, niter. Didn't actually see what the second source of it was. Apparently there was 2 in my land. Yep, there's loads in the desert. That I can figure. Oh, it's there. Oh, nice. I wonder if the AI knew it was there. I often have a theory, and I know this is sort of conspiracy level theory here, so bear with me. You know how the AI often settles in really random places that have no fresh water whatsoever? Well, what if it was because the AI has, you know, not that I'm saying that Civ hasn't been coded properly, but what if it was because the AI is looking at all the strategic resources, but it's not supposed to be able to see, but it clearly can see, like when it settles. So it'll often make some really strange settlements, even though it's like, that doesn't make any sense at all, but it does, because it can see where the strategics are. Huh? I don't think that's such a crazy idea. Like, the game meant to turn off that function, so it was like, okay, if the AI hasn't invented this tech, they will not factor this strategic resource into the calculation of where to settle. But, you know, then they ended up doing it accidentally anyway. There's a bit more gold. Come on, we must have enough for old Bruges now. Please, please. 1,000 out. It's taunting me. It's taunting me. I want it. I want it back, because this is the one that gives me 5 gold for every trading post. Industrial zones I can put down now. Ah, that's all good. I'm just doing some delightful pillage. There's another campus over there. Ah, Machu Picchu, it is. My lord, there's some good wonders on this island. It's a shame I'm not staying longer. Oh, there we go. Now I've pillaged enough. Now I've pillaged enough. Right, hang on. Where are you? 1 envoy. Take it over. Yes. Goodness me, that is a strong army. Levy it immediately. Another 2 envoys. Metal casting boosted. Excellent. I mean, as opportunistic attacks come, this, I feel, was one of my better ones. Look at that. We've just totally taken out my neighbor, and we've effectively created a lovely east to west wall that blocks off the frozen north from everywhere else. And I believe now, yeah, this is all loyal. Excellent. Now we could go down for Temeria. It's possible. My army's still at the border. It's very strong. It's all levied, which importantly means none of it is mine. Doesn't mean if it goes, it doesn't matter if it goes missing if it's not yours. That's what I like to think. Gain 100 faith after conquering a city for the first time. I mean, these are the sort of little improvements that add up really nicely, so I'll take that. I'm a consulate. Oh yeah, gold, science, faith. Excellent stuff. I think we've just finished a commercial hub. That means we're very close to getting another market and another trading post. Yeah, unfortunately, the people I've been conquering so far have been focusing mainly on faith and science, not on gold. You know, that's fine. I don't mind that, but it's slightly frustrating for somebody who needs the gold to trade with. I think we absolutely have come to terms with the fact that all of these city-state troops are sacrificed to the great pillaging gods of the sky. That's what we're doing with them now. I'm going to go and just explore this campus. Oh, 2 pillages in that one. Delightful. There's a lack of harbours, though. That is disappointing. The more I think about it, I really want to set up my proper army. I really, really do. Siege units, military engineers, my unique camp. We have now unlocked the armory, and my camp, and military engineers, and trebuchets. So we've got all the stuff we need to make this really successfully. I just don't have an encampment. Now, I have put all 4 districts down in my capital. There are other cities that could probably put an encampment down at some point, but realistically, this is the best place for it. So I need to get to 13 population, and I need to get there as quick as I can. I think the best way to do that is to manipulate the food growth a little bit, and we have unlocked feudal... Oh no, we haven't quite unlocked feudalism. Let's go towards feudalism. We can work some nice farm triangles. I mean, look at all this space around that we can work. We can get easily up to sort of 3-4 food tiles, I think. Push up to 13 population. That will be lovely. If we can can get any more trade routes, which hopefully I should be able to relatively soon. We'll start pumping that into our capital as well. Troy. I like that the city's called Troy. Makes me quite happy. I'm still trying to work out what to do with this levied army though. I think I'm going to go on a pillage drive with it. But problem is, Sintra, this dark blue, well, sort of the lighter blue color, I should say, I have trade deals with them. They are currently giving me about 35 gold per turn, which is quite a bit. It's not the end of the world if I were to attack them, but it is quite a bit. So I'd have to make sure that I really got my money's worth. Coldwater down there would be an amazing target. If I could take that. Can't get into Sodden's land. Maybe if I could grab this city-state, I could leave some troops there and then attack it before the walls got put up. No, I think I'm more likely to have success by going north, but it's just such a long way to go. You know what? I think war is always worth it. It's always worth it, no matter how much you think it isn't. So joint war with Calanth. Would you like this? 34 gold per turn. Oh no, it would be too much of a swing in the other direction. Fine, they're not going to want that. Okay, Corsus Belli, formal war. How long have I got before my war expires? Because it's all about how much movement. I've got 4 turns left of double movement. And we've got 29 turns remaining on these man-at-arms. I think we've got time. I think we've got time. And I sod it. Let's do it. Formal wartime. I think bravery is going to win us this game. Besides, these troops, I've just hired them from a city-state. I might as well get the money's worth from them, you know? Excellent stuff. You know, one thing I could do? I could switch government and go oligarchy. My government at the moment is doing me relatively well. Raid is useful, Diplomatic League is useful, but the other two, I mean, natural philosophy I don't need. Yeah, you know what? Sod it. For the gold, I'm going to switch to oligarchy. Now I get more unit experience, and I get 4 combat strength on my units. Republican Legacy is an amazing card, and I love it dearly. I will put 21 in, but as much as I do love that card, I am going to go Diplomatic League so that I can keep all the city-states on side. That, for me, makes a lot of sense. Conscription will save me... now here's it. It says that it's going to save me 31 gold. It's not. I'm only losing 60 units. For whatever reason, sometimes that gets confused with levied city-state troops. I don't pay for those, so don't get trapped by that. Instead, I could put in veterancy for encampment and harbours, but encampment is the thing I'm thinking of there. Or I can use I'm going to put a Gogi in, actually, see if we can make some of my own units. They're a little weaker, my own units, but they're still pretty powerful. Sintra, Ehrenwald are both cities that are incredibly weak. So I think that's where we're going to attack at the moment. 500 army strength. Quite a lot of army going on here. Hopefully nothing that we can't handle with our little levied city-state troops. I appreciate this is Witcher and not Game of Thrones, but I feel like I'm pulling off a very sort of wildlings attacking from the north sort of vibe this game, and I'm quite proud of that. Okay, so as you can see, they are responding with a few troops. This knight has given quite a bit of its strength to deal some damage to me there. They're going to regret doing that because I can pillage all of my health back. I've got to keep an eye on these Royal Guards. I believe they are man-at-arm replacements, and they are really powerful if they're within 6 tiles of Sintra. I remember looking at this civ and thinking, oh, that looks quite fun. See if it turns out to be. There you go, look, you see them pillage all my health back. It's fine. 47 strength. Yeah, they are a little bit more powerful than men-at-arms. Good to know. Even my quote-unquote useless scouts are coming in and doing huge faith pillaging. Because I've got monumentality up. Any faith I pillage is massively helping me because I'm converting it into just hundreds of settlers back home. One of the most frequently commented things I see on videos is asking me how I seem to just generate such momentum with early game wars and wars generally. It's all about pillaging and kind of behind the scenes stuff I do sometimes in these games where I'll be taking all of the gold and all of the faith, and especially faith, and just piling it back home without really making much fuss. I'm using all of the city-state troops. None of this is actually, you know, I'm not really doing anything with it myself. I haven't really bought any upgrades here. I haven't really done anything that would mean that I'm spending any money at all. All I'm doing is going along and it's like, wow, there's another 200 gold. And that's that. It's also using the right units for the right jobs. Like the crossbows are the ones that are enjoying killing the units, whilst the man-at-arms, which can actually give zone of control, these are the things doing damage to the cities. Even the warriors are skirting around. I know I can't fight with them very well, but I don't need to, because all I need to do is pillage the holy sites. And yeah, look, 500 faith again. It's like, I think it's going to be my 3rd settler in as many turns. If I want to put it down, I kind of do, in a way. I'm kind of settling up into this sort of crazy pass, and I love it. Saying that though, I was going to save myself for a great general, but I realize we're all ready to Renaissance era generals. Yeah, AI really goes heavy on encampments. I always find that amazing to see. Sprawling Empire. Whenever you put a city down and you've been conquering, that tends to pop up and it always makes me happy. Tasty, tasty pillaging. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Time for a researcher Pingala now. Oh, when you've got a 10 population capital, that sort of bonus really is quite meaningful. What's in the tribal village? 100 faith. Hey, sometimes tribal villages are pretty damn good, you know? Take them while you can. Oh yeah, I forgot I was making my own campuses. Just been stealing other people's stuff for so long. Who knows what I was doing? Oh, the number of people living in your empire is truly impressive. Yes, thank you. Most of them are stolen. Now, I've taken this city, which leaves me with a bit of a problem. It has the Enakshi Temple, an encampment, things that are very good, but I can't hold it. So, do I leave it alone? Or do I raise it? Well, it is far south, so I'm going to raise it. That's royally in the bucket of not my problem. I reckon we can get a pretty good peace deal from these no. Okay. No peace deal from the island dwellers. There's really nothing more for me to pillage. That's the only problem. If I can take their capital, give that back to them for some gold. Let's try that. When regular diplomacy doesn't work, that's right. Blackmail. That's easily the way to do things. War with Temeria. I've just declared a formal war on them. They are just directly below me. It's because I've got a bunch of swordsmen, and they're just bored. They want something to do. So we're going to dismantle that encampment as quickly as we can. There's castles, and I can get my Corsa. Oh yeah, that's a really good pickup. Need that gold. Problem with this very aggressive strategy, and you know, I will admit it is very aggressive. I have absolutely no allies, so trade is trade is limited. Trade is more of a concept of like, what can I steal from people? It's a little bit more of what it feels like. There's feudalism, which is amazing. I've got scripture, diplomatic league, raid, but serfdom is kind of what I want at the moment, and diplomatic league is kind of good too. Oligarchy is a bit useless, I won't lie. All right, serfdom goes in just temporarily because I do want some builders. We have a huge amount of faith burning a hole in my pocket right now, and the extra 2 charges means that we can really get our money's worth it. Like, I really am going to be improving and fixing pretty much every city that I've taken and kept, because there's a lot of death here. I won't lie. There's a lot of things that have been razed and pillaged and broken. We will fix it. We will fix it now, and we will fix it well. All of the levied units I took in the north to go and explore, every single one's being killed. Like all of them. It is, it's brutal. Civil service, however. How do you want to be a military ally? Yes, I thought you might. Okay, well now that you're a military ally, I need you in all of my wars. Can you come do that? Nope, that one is a big no. That one's an even bigger no. I get the feeling you're going to be a terrible military ally, but thank you anyway for joining. She's totally skint. That's why. She's literally no gold whatsoever. Fine. There you go. 1, 2. There we go. The capital of this place has been taken. Oh dear. Right, you were offering me just straight peace before. I'm gonna want a lot more than that. 9 gold per turn? Really? That's a poor deal. Fine. I don't want it. I'd rather they fixed it, to be honest. Oh, having all these builders is so good. I had so many tiles that needed improving, and I can finally now improve those tiles. Plus, I'm starting to build around my capital properly now. Look at all these farm triangles I've got going. Yes, population will increase around here. It will force it. You know, I was complaining about it before, but this ring of mountains, considering just how many barbarians are on the other side, I actually think it's more of a safety cage than it is anything else. I'm actually quite pleased for it. But there's a huge amount of territory to the north that I do want to expand into eventually, so I haven't forgotten about that. Just biding my time. I've managed to bring the walls of Sintra down by 6, I think, from pillaging districts. People forget that. You get so much defensive strength. I think it's +2 from each district a city has. Because the encampment's the only one left, it's got +2, but it was on +8 before. It's a big difference to bring that sort of stuff down. Oh, can we take it with a warrior? Can we take it with a warrior? Go on, you know you want to. Civil engineering boosted, opera and ballet boosted. Yeah, we can. Sintra's mine. Couldn't hold the island, but you bet I can hold this territory. Time for monarchy. Yay! I'm going to lose a bit of combat bonus for going into monarchy, but you know what? It's fine. Diplomatic League, good. Republican Legacy, get back in here. I love you too much. You're my favorite card, and I want builders, serfdom as well. Oh, just having cities. Everything is like built in them. It's such a difference. Okay, Chivalry I'm going to pick up as well. Oh, that builder was very badly timed. Never mind. Where is it? Foreign Ministry. Ah, yes. It's +4 combat strength for city-state troops again. It's a small bonus, but it adds up. It adds up beautifully. Oh, all of these units just keep getting taken from me. I say taken. They keep getting, you know, I pay for them for a certain amount of time, and then the city-state's like, what's happened to all these troops? They're all dead. And I'm like, what? No, don't know what you could mean. It's not what's happened at all. All of your troops are absolutely fine. They're great. Anything, I would say, they're too good. They're too healthy. They've had too little a time. Oh, thank you. Right, my military ally has actually joined in with one of the wars. I bribed with a few luxuries. They're at war with Sintra. So all of the armies down here in the middle of the open field. It's just a brutal battle. You can see the remnants of where a city once was, just blown to bits. The city-state armies are all consolidating down there. This has been a really fun game. Like, just the map is really conducive to some really silly fights. I really like it. What would Sintra give for peace? Quite a bit, but they have no gold, which is unfortunate because, I feel like this is definitely a bounty that you've got to pay for your city back, because I own it and I don't really feel the need to give it back, really being forced or stopped in any way. But I would say that my army is very much in the ascendancy here of this little area, my second kingdom in the middle of the map. Well, the city is surrounded, but, I mean, I'll be honest, my sieging army, it's looked better. It's looked better, but we do almost full damage to it. That'll be the second city. There is a real risk here. A real risk. We're going to actually take over an entire empire, like nowhere near me, just from a couple of city-state levied troops. It reminds me so much of playing Hungary, and exactly why I love it so much. It's one of my favorite playthroughs for this very reason. Yamarlak. Lovely. Is that the fishing boat one? I can't remember which one that was. No. Cities with an established governor receive 3% production for each promotion the governor has. Oh, yes. Oh, it's just literally stolen from the career bonus. It's even got the name of it. Huarang. I love it. Okay. We won't look too close. Don't worry. It's fine. Means we can really pump production into our capital though, which is lovely. I have, as you can see, a couple of cities that are trying to work desperately through their commercial hubs. I need more trade routes. I need more gold. Anything that gives me more gold is a good thing. Okay. No, I did take the city. Every time I do that, it resets the turn timer as well on my Warlord's Throne, which is wonderful. I think I might be able to keep this city if I chop this rainforest out. Actually, that's a great idea, Ursa. Oh, yes, and a banana tile as well. By doing that, we can really force some population into this area. Now, alas, looks like there are some fortifications that we've got to work through if we want to push any further through, but we've got lots of turns on these units still. So why don't I treat myself to, where is it, Siege Tower? There you go. We can push through a little further now. There we go. Market. Perfect. Right, I've had this trader for so long now with nowhere to send them, but there you go, 9 gold by sending it through this route. We're just going to keep sending the trade routes down. They'll become better and better and better with time, no doubt. That's a better peace deal. 20 gold per turn. Right, well, you know, remember that one. There's Oracle here, but walls are being put up quite quickly, and they have an improved wall. Oh, yes, I remember now. Reinforced portcullis. So this is something that Sintra can do. Makes these cities very, very hard to kill. You know what? Fine. Can't be bothered with that. Oh, no, so look, here's the better deal. Why didn't you offer me this a second ago? Oh, cheapskates. It's a good thing I checked. Eh? There's the foreign ministry. And, yeah, look, my trade routes are going further down, further down, further down. If we can just keep following this beautiful line, these routes are going to get better and better and better. Ho, 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 ho. That's why we're focusing on commercial hubs. I feel like long term, we're going to see a lot of benefit from this. Where's my unique unit? 2 turns on a unique unit. Yes, we'll start printing these, and I think we're going to go after these wallless cities, especially because I can put crusade in them fairly easily as well. That's always a nice thing. And let's go grants. chance with Pingala, especially seeing as I get more production in my capital from it. An extra 3% every time. Hey, we won't complain, that's great. And now I'm just gonna take the very painstaking thing of going through all the cities and levying all of the troops. I've been putting it off because now I've got half price. So there we go, look, we can do this much better than we did before. All the extra envoys. Look at how many levied units I have in this area. Oh, it's ridiculous. I wish I had some way of upgrading them cheaply. The problem with city-state units is if you don't have Hungary's bonus to upgrade them in like minus 75% gold, it's pretty big. You end up spending a lot of money, even with the mercenaries card in, and then after 30 turns they revert back to the city-state, and either they can't afford them, so they delete all the units, which is really annoying, or you can't afford to then levy them back because you've created a monster army that's way bigger than anything you can handle. You can't win. You really can't win. The Dun Banner. I want to see this unit. Oh, already my cities look a lot stronger. So they have +4 permanent combat strength. That's really cool. That's from the city-state I've got, isn't it? Yes, and I get some wine from it. Wine and better units. What a day. Perfect. Well, I think I'll print another copy of those out. That's amazing. Whilst I'm at it, I think I'll take an apostle, because that apostle, in fact actually, I'll take 2, can help me to convert this city as I take it over. Every time we see an option, we take the city-state, we get the era score, we levy the army. Oh, the army we have. So little of it we've actually built ourselves. Very soon to building our first encampment as well in our capital. I'm so ready for this war. We've lost our movement bonus. That's not good. Should we just run in and attack? Is that what we do? I'm tempted to, I'll be honest with you. Pop professional army in maybe. Do we do that or raid? Raid's not really using anything at the moment. I will use that in a second, but not right now. Okay, in theory then, keep chivalry in because I am building reinforcements. I want these unique units through. Yeah, here we go. A couple more promoted units at the front line. That'll work wonders. That's lovely. Seems like an expensive decision, but I am actually thinking about paying 28 gold per turn to my military ally to go to war with Red. Do I do that? Yeah, the +5 combat strength is worth it. I've got like 270 gold per turn, something like that. Yeah, 271. So it's only about a tenth of my gold, and considering the combat bonus I get, it's very useful. Now, unfortunately, all my trade routes have just stopped there, but we'll build up another route soon, very soon. What was important for me was I wanted to charge up my movement bonus as early as I could. Very important we do that. Triple strength in other civilizations on that apostle, and triple strength again. Perfect. Okay, we should be able to get crusade in really easily. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!